Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Grant Broggi from the Strength Coach, and today I want to talk about what you do when you go into the gym after a layoff. If you find the video helpful or just like it, please like and subscribe to the channel. We have made videos on how to train through the holidays, how to train when you have to travel, you name it, we've talked about it in terms of we understand life happens. Consistency is king. We say it over and over and over, but we understand that from time to time, you're gonna find yourself, and it's been 7, 14, 21 days, God forbid, a month, and you haven't been to the gym. So what do you do when you first get back? Some of this depends on training history, if you're an intermediate lifter or a novice lifter, but not really. There's two takeaways I want you to think. If you ever find yourself in a layoff period and you're coming back to the gym, 1, go as heavy as possible, and 2, reduce the volume. Let's talk about it. Let's take an example of, I don't know, a 1-year lifter. You've been lifting for a year intelligently, adding weight to the bar. You've made a lot of progress and you've done well. Something happens in life. Who knows what it is, but you miss a few weeks. And so you're going back to the gym. For some reason, every time someone's been off, whether it's for work or travel or whatever, they come back into the gym and they say, hey coach, last time I did this weight, but I haven't been here for 2 weeks. 20% off, right? What? 20% off? What do you think this is, a swap meet? Instead, your attitude should be, hey, you know what? I've been training for a year. I've gotten stronger. I've built connective tissue. I've increased my muscle size. I've improved my joint health. I bet that just because I didn't lift for 2 weeks, I know didn't just become a big pile of mush. Last time I was in the gym on a, 3 sets of 5 day for the squat, I did 275. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and squat 275. The caveat would be the amount of reps you do at that said weight and expectation management. So seriously, if you're a 1-year lifter and you had some time off from the gym, and the last time you were in the gym, you squatted 275 for 3 sets of 5 and it was really hard. First thing you need to understand is that if I get up to 275, it may feel harder than it did before or than it did that last time that I worked out. But don't just assume you need to take a bunch of load off the bar. I often tell people, okay, what'd you do last time? 275? Warm up like you're on a 275. We have the warm-up video. You know what we mean. Going up in incremental jumps. And when you hit that last warm-up, which is probably 225, 245, something like that, hopefully you have a coach giving you feedback. But if not, give yourself feedback. And if you do that double and you're like, dang, that was really, really hard. I don't know if I could do that for 30 more pounds for a few sets. Rack the bar. Take a minute. And if you find yourself in that position, then just take that weight and do 1 top set of 5. Just 1 set, Grant? Yes, this is the problem people make when they come back from the gym. They assume they're really weak, or they assume they can do the same amount of volume that they've been doing. And while maybe you can do the same amount of volume, the problem is you're gonna get really sore. We've talked about this before. What causes soreness? Range of motion, particularly repetitive range of motion that I'm not used to. So you're squatting 3 times a week, 3 sets of 5, boom, 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 boom. You go 3 weeks without working out. You come back in, all of a sudden you're shoving your hips back and shoving your knees out and leaning over. That's not the same movement you do when you sit on the toilet or in your desk chair every day. It's different. So of course, regardless of load, if you add in 15 reps of this new movement that you haven't been doing, you're sore, and you're gonna make the correlation that it's because of the load, but it's not. It's because you did too much volume. So keep the weight heavy, but reduce the volume a little bit. And my basic workout I like to give people when they come back in the gym is this. Look at your logbook. The last time you did 3 sets of 5 that was relatively heavy, attempt to work out and do that for 1 set of 5. Just 1 set of 5. If after your last warm-up, you feel that you couldn't even get that for a set of 5, do your last warm-up for a set of 5. Period. Dunzo. And then go on to your pressing exercise. When you get there, the volume's usually fine. The press and the bench press don't tend to make you near as sore, even though there's some eccentric range of motion going on there, that the squat and the deadlift do. So just attempt to do your last workout, adjust after the last warm-up if you need to, probably not as bad as you think. On the deadlift, attempt to do that same set of 5. If you pull the heavy single or double as your last warm-up and you're like, oh man, then just do that for a set of 5 and call it a day. Let's say that's exactly what happens. You work up to 1 set of 5 in the squat and it was your last work weight and you do it for 1 set of 5. You press 3 sets of 5, it goes fine. You go to deadlift and your last warm-up feels heavy and you pull that for a set of 5. Boom, now you got data. You're not gonna be super sore, you'll be a little bit sore. Next time you come into the gym, do the same weight on the squat, but do it for your 3 sets of 5. Alternate for the bench press, attempt the same thing. Try to get 3 heavy sets of 5, probably pretty close to what you did 2 weeks ago. And on your deadlift, now you can go up from where you ended last time. And boom, you're back in the gym and you're there again. The main takeaway I want you to take away is that just because, if you've been training for a while, just because you missed 2 weeks doesn't mean that you've shriveled up into, some crazy person that can't lift any weights. You don't lose your muscle mass overnight. Muscle mass, slow to gain, slow to lose. Avoid layoffs as much as possible, but if you find yourself in a layoff, don't weenie out in the gym. Trying to think of the nice way to say that, but just seriously, work hard, reduce the volume, and get back to training. Hope the video helps. If you like it, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.